What's up, everybody? Anthony here, specialtymotorcars.net, and behind me you will see another beautiful town car I have to offer you this week. Gorgeous 40,000 mile example in a pretty unique trim and a very rare color. This is the first and only time I've ever had one in this shade of blue. It's a very unique color indeed. 2003 model year town car with just 40,000 miles. Very excited to show you this car, tell you all the stuff I did to it, and get your opinion on one big change I did on this car, whether you like it or not. So let me know down in the comments how you feel about it when I go over it here in this video. I'm gonna go over the car, show you all the ins and outs about this car, take it back to the shop, tell you all about it right here in this video. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Totally appreciate you for watching. Let's get into it. And here she is, a beautiful steel blue metallic 2004 Lincoln Town Car Signature Series. Now, I think I may have said in the intro that it was a 2003. Scratch that. It is a 2004 model year car. Easy for me to forget because, or mistake, because one, I've had so many, and two, I bought this car back in December, I think, because I remember driving this car to my daughter's birthday party. But one thing really delayed me on getting this car ready, and that is that big change that I did. I'm going to tell you about it in just a minute. But here she is, a beautiful steel blue metallic, 40,000 mile car, one owner Florida car, well serviced, well cared for, loved. I mean, just your typical, if you look up Lincoln Town Car in a Florida dictionary, a picture of this car appears, because this car just oozes, you know, Fort Lauderdale, Tampa, you know, Naples, wherever these town cars roamed through the years. This car just screams Florida all day long, with the top, with the trim, with just everything about it. So this is a gorgeous one owner Florida car. I bought this car out of Florida, had it shipped up here. One of the things that kind of dragged me on this car was the vinyl top. Now, when I got this car in, it had what looked like it was a matching or somewhat matching blue quarter top, just like you see it. And it was faded on the top, just starting to show a little bit of cracking. And I wanted to replace the top. So I got some samples of blue material. Couldn't find anything that quite matched it. It was either dark blue or too light. It just didn't look right. And I said, you know what? Why don't I go with a color that matches the light parchment interior? And that's what I ended up doing. So I completely did a color change on this quarter top. Now, this quarter top was a kit from E&G Classics, just like that DTS I had recently sold. They called the kit for the Cadillacs the Buick package for obvious reasons. This they called the Tiara package. So this was an E&G exclusive, but it also mimics that Buick styling with the quarter top, with the chrome crown band going over the top, and then shooting down both sides of the car, coming to a point on the end of the fenders. It's a beautiful combination. You know, kind of gives it that classy look. You may or may not like the extra chrome bits. I love it. And ever since I changed the top color on this car to now match the interior, this car just, it tied it in so perfectly. I'm sure the top, when it was blue and wasn't too faded, it looked beautiful when it was new. But this color just hits that much more. It matches the pinstripe, it matches the interior, and it just complements this steel blue metallic so well. Like I said, 40,000 mile car, lifelong Florida car, one owner car. This is the Signature Series, so this would have been, for 2004, kind of the entry-level town car. This one's not all glitzed and glamored with sunroofs or heated seats or memory. This is kind of, like I said, your entry-level town car. But somebody went ahead and did a full, upfit with the quarter top, with the E&G Classic badging. You can see here, it says right in the emblems E&G. But this is the chrome, shoots down the side all the way down the fenders. We got the chrome wheel opening moldings, chrome rocker panels, and chrome pillar posts. And obviously I put white wall tires on this car. It probably came with them when it was new. But this is a beautiful blue. It's kind of like a medium sky metallic blue or a steel blue. I mean, you can just see it's beautiful color in the light and the sun. And then the top here that I put on this car, just an absolute gorgeous light parchment matches the interior of this car very, very nicely. It's a gorgeous car. I'm going to show you some minor flaws with the car. Nothing too crazy. Just typical, 2004, 20-year-old type of town car or car, scuffs, maybe light scratches. But overall, very, very nice car, rust-free car. And like I said, a one-owner car. So starting up here on the top, like I said, this is a brand new top. All right, and here's the town car we're going to do the top on. You can see here this beautiful half top, or not even a half top, quarter top is deteriorating. A cracking going on in the vinyl. This is the first time I've done one of these quarter tops. This is the Tiara package for the Lincoln Town. I just installed this top last week. One other thing I did change is this emblem, the emblem pair that's on this car, is actually the correct emblems for this top package. But somebody, when the car was outfitted new, had put presidential emblems on it. I probably would have normally put those back on. Unfortunately, they were just a little too faded. One of them broke coming off. I had these, I pop this stuff off at junkyards every time I see it. But these are the correct E&G Classic emblems for this top kit. So I think that just makes it look nice. At first, I wasn't going to put an emblem on, but I think it just looked too naked without it. I was actually even thinking about maybe putting a coach light on it, but then I thought that would be too much. So I think this just works perfectly. It's how E&G essentially designed this to look when it was on the car. So yeah, top is in beautiful shape. It's brand new. It's seen one car wash. All the stitching obviously is perfect. And this is the third vinyl top that I've done. So it came out really, really good. Obviously, it's the smallest top, so I guess there's not too much room for error. Do have a little bit of wrinkling. I just couldn't stretch it anymore coming around this corner. Again, I'm an amateur, but I think the top came out beautiful for what it is. One of the reasons, like I said, it took me so long to get this car ready was actually to get this top material in a pre-made kit. Usually it takes me about a month to get a top when I order it. It took me 3 months to get this top, and I delayed. I thought it was going to be sooner, so I kind of dragged my feet a little bit, did some service work, little things here and there, drove the car, and then I was like, okay, I ordered the top, the car's ready to go, like, let's get this top in, and it took forever to get the top. So that kind of screwed me up a little bit. Now I know when I get a car, I'm going to order a top right at the get-go, just in case, but I've got half tops and full tops in a respectable amount of time. So aside from the top was the big thing I changed. Otherwise, the car is trimmed out just as I got the car. You can see a beautiful blue. I mean, just gorgeous color on this car. Got a little bit of a scratch right here. You can see kind of right there on the top crown of the hood. Grille is in beautiful shape, nice and shiny chrome on that. No wrinkles or anything like that. Headlights show well. Very minor kind of hazing to them, but very, very minor. Come around to the front bumper. Nice front bumper. Minor bugs, marks and chips and stuff like that. Nothing real crazy there. Front license plate brackets in great shape. Got a little bit of a chip right there. Come around the corner here. Very light impression right there. And you can see some very faint scuffs right here, just on the corner. Again, that kind of chrome trim coming down the fender there, real neat. And then the pinstripe that matches the interior. That was put on when the car was new. Matches well, and now it matches the top perfectly. At the chrome wheel opening molding, looks like a very, let me get my pointer back out. Kind of minor impression right there. 4 brand new tires, alloy wheels, very, very light kind of haziness going on those center caps. New brakes as well. Go through all the service work that I did to it. Just a minute. Little scratch right there. A little scuff right on the edge of the mirror. Original Ford Carlight windshield. How do I know it's original? It even has the Wixom assembly. Union Auto Workers decal still on it. Roof is in great shape. And the chrome coming down. Beautiful. I reinstalled all that. This stuff stayed on the car, although I did replace this chrome piece here. I don't know why, but the one that was on the car had a few bubbles in it, like blisters of like this weird corrosion. Thankfully, I have pieces to a kit that I got off a wrecked car at a junkyard, and I had this piece, so I was able to replace that. So it looks great. It's this stuff is all discontinued from E&G. E&G is long out of business, but yeah, you can't get this stuff anymore. I kind of have stashed away some stuff, like I have these guys, these spears, a couple new old stock sets that I got when I could still get them. But yeah, all that stuff is long gone now. Come down the bottom here, nice chrome rockers. It does have a ding right there in the side molding. Light scratch right there on the door, very light. Come down here. I did have my PDR guy go through this one, take a few little parking lot dings out, but you can see two little minor scratches there, a little, kind of a little scuff right there. And all pretty minor things considering. It does have a light abrasion right there on the wheel arch trim. Again, new Travel Star white walls, nice alloys, and just the center caps around like the Lincoln emblems. You can see just a little discoloration there. Whew. Man, it's hot out today too. I'm not complaining, it's only June, but I sweat like a pig in a blanket. Beautiful rear bumper, no scuffs or anything like that. Crazy on the rear bumper. Excuse me, you have your rear parking aid modules, or not modules, what am I saying? Sensors. Come up over the deck lid. It did have two dings in the deck lid here, but again, had my PDR guy come and take that stuff out. It does have a few light, you can see one right there, another one up here, another one right there. A couple light scratches in the top of the deck lid. Tail lights look good. Coming around the back corner here. Looks good. Again, this paint just gleams. I love the color. I love the pinstripe to match the top. Now it's really, whew, geez, it's too bright. Come up over this side. Glass, you get the stainless pillar trim. All the glass is in nice shape. Original. See a little insignia there, car light. It does have a few chips out of the pinstripe right here on this door. I think that was about it for that. Kind of a minor little guy right there on that dog leg, a little scuff. Nothing crazy for chips on doors. A little guy right there. Maybe two little guys right there. Little guy right there. Little chip right there. This mirror looks to be in good shape. Get the sun behind me. And the fender here. Spear is in good shape. Wheel opening trim. Again, nice brand new tires. This wheel and center cap is actually in really good shape. Yeah, this is a beauty. I love this color. This car, and this, I've only had the top on it for like, I don't know. I did this top last week, so I haven't really been able to enjoy it. I've been driving it with the old top on it, and now I kind of want to like not even put it up for sale and just kind of drive around. I love this top package, and that's the reason I bought. I mean, aside from 40,000 miles, one owner, Florida car, the color and everything, but like anything with this quarter Barretts style, Tiara style top, Cadillac, Lincoln, whatever they put it on, I love that setup. And I would have done that all day long if I was back in the day, if I could outfit these things. Like if I worked at a Ford or a Lincoln dealer and I was in the aftermarket department, every town car on the lot would have tops on it. They'd have the quarter tops, half tops, full tops. I'd go crazy dolling these cars up, if you could still do that. But yeah, I actually posted this on my Facebook page that I was doing the top on this car, and I think a lot of people assumed that I was putting the top on. They're like, oh, don't put it on, we like it without the top. I'm like, no, you don't understand, it had a top, I'm just making it better. But yeah, beautiful looking top on this car. I love the color combination. All right, now let's dive inside this beautiful town car, and then we'll take it on the highway. We'll take it for a spin. Back to the shop. All right, diving on into the inside of this beautiful 40,000 mile Lincoln Town car. You can see just a very, very soft and supple interior. I really actually love this pleated design, only because I feel like this is kind of like the Roadmaster design seats, like the base Roadmasters, where they have this pleated design. And these seats, and I think the Roadmaster seats, are some of the most comfortable seats. I don't know if it's the pleating or what. I really love them, and I really enjoyed driving this car with them. But you can see here, beautiful light parchment interior. You have that birth date of 6/04. Exterior color code SP, that's a steel blue metallic. Here's your sunroof of Florida Fort Lauderdale sticker. That's when they upfitted it with the trim in the top. But as you can see inside the jams, nice and clean. Actually kind of neat, and I don't know if it's ready to peel off. I don't even want to peel them off, but you can see the Lincoln tags and these threshold stickers all still have the protective glue on them. I believe all four are like that. Even though it's a Florida car, you can tell it's a good one because it still has all the bushings on the door latches. Typical, you see that in the Florida cars, those things break off and are gone. Door panels in great shape. Door pull handles in great shape. All that good stuff, nice and clean. Got our little cubby hole in there. You got your trunk and your gas door inside the dash. Now there's a little bit of wear on the steering wheel, you can see here, and then on the steering wheel horn pad. Now I'm not making any promises, but I did just acquire a parts car, 2003 Cartier parts car, that has the same darker brown steering wheel, and it's a wood wheel. It has the same pad here. I haven't got the car yet, but when I do get it, which is going to be in the next day or so, if it's a nicer wheel and it is wood trimmed and the buyer wants me to, I will do my best at swapping the wood trimmed wheel rather, for this just leather wrapped wheel. It's a leather wrapped wood wheel. Same with the center airbag. You can see just like some little scratches and stuff on it. But if it's in better shape, I will swap that for the buyer. If you like the idea of having a wood wheel. Leather in this car, beautiful shape. Nice, clean, pleated leather. Like I said, this is not a heated seat car, so you don't have any heated seat buttons up on the control here. Like I said, this is kind of just your entry-level signature series. But it does have the traction control. It does have the power pedals, steering wheel controls, all that good stuff. Sound mark, CD player, cassette combo. Not that CD cassette combo is a big deal anymore, but yeah, anyways. Back door panel. When they did the top outfit, they put these little block-out plates over the rear quarter windows because the rear door quarter windows are covered. But you can see here, nice clean jams. Again, the door sill tags are still covering. Does have the side airbags. Carpeting is all in great shape. Beautiful, nice, soft, plush leather. Real clean. It's not mosquito. Mosquito bit me on my elbow. When I was doing pictures, my elbow is got that weird, funny feeling to it when you just get a mosquito bite. Probably just caught West Nile virus. Inside this jam, nice and clean. And another Lincoln sill that's been protected since new. I don't even know if you can peel that off. It might be stuck on there for life at this point. can see I had a little bit of an excitement with the weather stripping adhesive here, but that's dried up now, and that's probably going to stay there forever. But otherwise, the top came out real nice. The trim work. Very proud of myself on the top on this car. Door panel again, nice clean wood. Little cubby, door pull straps. I don't know if did I show off that door panel. That one's in nice shape. I just love this top. Jams. And all your striker bushings are there. Looks like a little bit of oxidation. You kind of see some cloudiness on the wood on this door. I don't know if something was used to clean it that was a little bit more abrasive. It doesn't come off. You know, you can rub it as much as you want. This isn't too bad here. This plate, you can still see some gloss, or a nice gloss to it. Dual power seats. And your little cubby there. Oh, what do you got for this? Carpeting. It's in good shape. You have your power lumbar on the front there. Again, leather in this car. Nice soft leather. Got a little center flip. And your cup holders in the middle. Dashboard shows really well. Beautiful headliner. It's a non-smoking car. Just how I like them. Beautiful. All right. Now let's pop the hood, pop the trunk. Then we're going to take it for a spin. All right, well, behind the wheel, and before I show you in the hood, under the hood and in the trunk, I always like to show you what I have for keys. In this case, I have two fobs, one original key, one valet key. I don't know what happened to the other key fob or a key, but I will get another key made, so you have two original keys and then the valet key. That I will do tomorrow. Let's see what we got for mileage here. 40,511. Start her up. Forgive me, she's a little low on fuel. I hate when dealers show off their cars low on fuel, but I wanted to get this car in pictures, and I know a gas station stop is only 5 minutes, but we're supposed to be getting rain. Actually, thunderstorms rolling in, so I was more concerned about getting this thing in pictures. 40,511 miles. You have your sound mark.
Joint pain with the QC.
Sound system, ice cold air. Turn that on, turn that up. Make sure this guy's closed. I do have all the books. You get your books, your little CD, and then the keyless entry key code card for the keyless entry. I don't know what, maybe it was a sticker or something on the front of that at some point. All right, now let's pop the trunk, pop the hood. Inside the trunk, got a little bit of water from me doing a wash on it recently. I just washed it a couple hours ago. But inside the trunk here, we have all four original floor mats. Little cubby pocket here. Driver's mat shows a little bit of light staining. A little bit of a heel mark there. Passenger side, not too bad. Your rears, you have your quarter-mounted spare. Nice, neat trunk. This does not have the power opening and closing trunk, but it does have the power trunk pull down. And then, like I pointed out, the rear parking sensors as well. We jump up front here. Ooh, excited to see me? How you doing? Nice, clean underhood compartment. You know, again, a very, very nice Florida car. Clean, no rust, no corrosion. We did do a cowl reseal on this car. It's got a nice interstate battery in it. I don't know if I see a date on it. Obviously, I didn't punch out the date, but good interstate battery, tested good. What do we do to this car? Well, I usually tell you that when we drive it, but you can see those new struts in the front. I mean, just real clean. All your fuel lines, brake lines, all that stuff is in great shape. I mean, just look at how clean the block is. You can still see the original markings and stickers. Just real clean, real presentable. Now let's take it for a drive. All right, now let's take her for a spin. We'll take it up the highway and back to the shop to go see Papa Bear, who is holding down the fort and eyeballing a brand new Lincoln Town car that just came in today. Another blue Lincoln of a different generation, so you might want to stick around for that. But this is a beautiful driving car as well. Like I said, we did go through this car thoroughly and did my typical Lincoln Town car services plus some. You know, I actually did a short on my YouTube channel. If you go back, I don't know, a week or two, and I showed you in that short, while this car was on the lift, a few things that we did, like the rear shocks. We replaced the rear shocks. Now, everybody in the not everybody, okay, I shouldn't say it that way. There's people, I get it all the time in the comments, when I run down my laundry list of things that I've done to these cars, when I do, you know, ball joints and struts and all that stuff, people sometimes say, oh, well, you know, you shouldn't have to do that in a 40,000 mile car or a 30,000 mile car. Why would you have to do that in a car like that? And I have to tell people that, like, you know, the car is still 20 years old. Granted, it's only been driven 40,000 or however many miles. Stuff still wears out. And for instance, with this car is the rear shocks. The rear shock on this passenger side was completely blown out. Like, and you didn't feel it unless you went over the right bump at the right time, the way the cup flexed. You could hear it and feel it. We took the shocks out and literally there's no resistance in it. So, you know, I try to go above and beyond with these cars, and to debunk your, oh, it shouldn't need that kind of stuff myth, again, age. Just age happens to some things, and they wear out over time, not miles. So beautiful. Let's see, set, speed control, yes, active, cruise works. So what do we do for service to this car? We did 4 new tires. We did pads, rotors, front and rear. We did rear airbags. We did rear shocks. We did front shock and, you know, coils, front strut assemblies. Upper control arms, ball joint boots were torn. That was also in my short. Oil change, resealed the cowl. I'm gonna get you another key. Did the new vinyl top. Rebuilt this door panel. This lever had broke, and I got a new assembly here, so I repaired that as well. I think that might be it. Like, you know, so shocks all the way around, brakes all the way around, tires all the way around, and she just drives so nice. She doesn't feel worn out. She's got a nice, you know, firm but soft ride. Like, before you hit the right bump and, like, you know, you could feel when the struts are blown out on these cars. I actually have a 2009 Grand Marquis on the lift right now with 44,000 miles. Another Florida car, same thing. That front strut on that side was all wet, so you knew it was blown out. It was leaking oil. And this passenger side rear shock was blown out. I don't know if it's grandma and grandpa, you know, driving in potholes on that side, but both cars essentially are getting the same thing. But a beautiful driving car, 40,000 miles. If you have any questions about it, 978-930-1004. My name is Anthony. Ice cold air, everything's serviced. You know, all the buttons work. You got your temperature going up, fan speed going up and down. There we go. I did just notice a little bit of a mark there above the, or below the off. This looks like just a little wear spot. But ice cold air. Put that temperature back down. So let's take it back to the shop and see what Papa Bear's doing. What am I forgetting? Any questions? 978-930-1004. You can go over to my website, specialtymotorcars.net. Check out all the still pictures of this car. Don't let distance stop you from getting a dream car in your driveway. I can get it delivered right to your front door. I brought this one up out of California, and Florida. I can send it anywhere. 978-930-1004. Price on this town car is going to be $16,995. All right, Papa Bear, what do you think about the top? What do you think about the color? I know you love the color blue.
Oh my God, blue is beautiful. I love the. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Papa Bear just got a new iPhone.
It's not an iPhone. It's an iPhone.
My phone. Tell me again, what do you think about the top?
All right.
Color that I picked?
The top come out very nice. I know this is, I believe, your third one.
Yeah.
And you know what they say, when it comes in threes, they come beautiful, right?
Sure, I didn't know they said that.
Well, I just said it. Your father said it. And I looked this top all over.
What do you think about the color I chose? What do you think about the color of the car?
I love the color of the car, but the nice thing about this, it pretty much goes right with the interior. The interior is like the same color, maybe just a little.
No, it matches.
It matches, but you know what it is? Looking through the window, because there's a little tint to it. But yeah, I from seeing the inside, it looks good all around. It looks good all around. Even the back window fit, nice and tight all around the glass area.
So Papa Bear gives it 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up. That's probably the first time I've done that, but yes. It's always 1 thumb up, but 2 thumbs up this time.
Speaking about 2 thumbs up, what's that behind you?
What? Nothing behind me. You can't show that one yet.
All right, here's the bottom side of the 2003 Lincoln Town Car. And after I show you the bottom side, Papa Bear is going to be my assistant to show you and discuss briefly why we replace all the stuff that we replace on cars that, it's only got 40,000 miles, or in this case, 20 or whatever. In this case, we did new rear shocks in this car. New air suspension airbags are not on both sides. But you can see underneath this car, beautiful Florida car. Super, super clean in all the right places. Just real neat and tidy. Floor pans, not floor plans. Rockers, all that good stuff. Nice and clean. All the lines, the exhaust. It's even still got a sticker probably from back when this thing was built. Nice and dry, that's what we like to see. Front struts, upper control arms, new greasable ball joints, both sides. Obviously, 40 tires, and still got a sticker on from one of them that you got to take off. New pads, rotors in the front, new oil change, Motorcraft filter, Motorcraft oil. But yeah, that's the bottom of this 2003 Signature. And we're going to show you some of the parts that we took out of this so you can be a judge yourself on why we replace parts on a 40,000 mile car. All right, so we got Papa Bear here. Papa Bear is first going to show you the control arms. Now this is all 2003 to 2011 era town cars. The upper control arms we replace. And people ask why. Why do you replace the control arms? And you can see that's the upper control arm there with the ball joint. Thing that's missing is the ball joint boot. The boot is
broken,
gone, disintegrated. So you can see the ball joint is exposed.
Which is not good.
Yeah. Nobody likes a exposed ball joint because then you get contaminants in there. It starts to prematurely rust. And then you're going to be taking a corner and that thing is going to just pop. Come right out. These are rear shocks. Now this rear shock, you can see a little bit of wear, but Papa Bear can play the accordion with this thing without even putting much pressure on it. That's like nothing. So that's a rear shock. Rear shock was blown out on this car. 40,000 miles. Again, 40,000 miles, but it's a 2003. Now, these are the rear airbags. This rear airbag was actually the reason we replaced these bags. Under the, where it rolls over, you can see these cracks just starting. Pick up the other one, Papa Bear. These are the original Firestone bags. This one, no cracks. What's well, except for that slice that I put into it, but no cracks on this one. What was odd was one of them was starting to show deterioration and one of them wasn't. Either way, a brand new pair installed.
We don't replace just one.
Yeah, of course. Any questions, again, 978-930-1004. Thanks, everybody, for watching, and we'll talk to you on the next one.